Estonia, Germany, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, UK. We're just bouncing around all over the place. And then we wound up on the other side of the world. Out of all the countries I performed in, my favorite country outside of home is Australia. And I'll tell you why. Australia, much like us in America, has its list of priorities. You know what's not on their list? Political correctness. They do not care about your feelings. It's like a country full of Daves. Believe it or not, it's very refreshing to be around such a large group of people who speak their minds so freely. And if you know that before you go there, you're gonna have an amazing time. But if you don't know that and you show up, it is a culture shock and a half, because I showed up and I didn't know. Everybody says you gotta see the beaches, and I went to the beach. I had people coming up to me. Hey, somebody help me get him back in the water. Yeah, look right there, big fella. Look at you right there. Oh, look, he's moving. Oh, he's crying. I bet it tastes like gravy. It's not bullying if everyone does it. Yeah, that being said, I'm in Australia, Sydney, Australia, at the Opera House. For me, it was one of the most iconic places I've ever got to perform in. It was bucket list, definitely. After the show, I wanted to go hang out with some Aussies and see what that was like. I'm hanging out at a pub. First things first, Australian people do not drink Foster's beer. That's an American thing. They don't drink that over there. I tried ordering one to fit in, didn't go over well. Bartender looked at me. Hey, you like the taste of piss, do ya? Okay, don't order that again. So I'm hanging out with these two Aussies, and we're drinking a rum called Bundaberg. At first glance, it looks like a Coca-Cola bottle because there's a polar bear on the front. And then you drink it, and you're like, that's not Coke. As we're talking, a third Australian joined the conversation. And he sounded a little bit different from the other two. He had more of a raspy voice. More like, all right, yeah, mate, yeah, all right. He sounded like a drunk pirate underwater. These two guys didn't like him, so they called him a name and they left. And now it's just me and drunk pirate. We're talking about life. Life in America, life in Australia, talking about our differences. He tells me that he's a professional knife maker. He's showing me how it's done. He's showing me pictures. We wind up polishing off 3 bottles of this rum. And drunk wasn't even the right word to describe our level. My tour manager, Ryan, he comes up to me and he says, Gabe, time to go. And I look at Ryan and I'm like, but Ryan, I just made a friend and he makes knives and they're pretty. My tour manager always knows how to talk to me no matter what condition I'm in. If I'm drunk, he knows better than to talk to me like I'm an adult. He talks to me like I'm 2. He looks at me and he says, hey, buddy. You hungry? Well, listen, if we don't leave right now, they're gonna close McDonald's and you're gonna have to eat at the airport. I gotta go. Oh, Mom, you gotta go, no worries. And he goes to shake my hand. And when he shook my hand, he put his personal pocket knife that he made in my hand as a gift. That's for you, Mike. Thanks for being nice. Thank you. I'm gonna cut cheeseburgers with this. Someone was trying to extort money from me. Yeah, and they weren't even family. So chingate esta, watch. I get a phone call from my manager telling me that someone reached out claiming to have video footage of me being inappropriate with models. Yeah, see? Look at it. You guys are like me. Yeah, I'm like, I need to see it too. Now, no disrespect to any woman who has ever given me the opportunity. But none of them were models. Maybe a couple of cochinas from West Covina, maybe. But they were not models. They were not models. They were just good citizens. Thank you. So anyway, they said I had until 9 a.m. to make a deposit of $50,000 into an account, or they were going to release the footage to TMZ, and my career was going to be over. When I got the message, it was already 6 p.m. So I had missed the deadline by like half a day. So I was like, well, let me turn on the TV, still, see if I still got a job. And clearly this is the first time you guys are hearing about this because there was no footage. They were just trying to scare me into giving them money. The only reason why I'm telling you the story is because only 50,000? Like seriously, that's what my career's worth? Don't get me wrong, I know when I said 50,000, some of you were like, oh, and it is a lot of money. But if you're gonna go after a celebrity, $50,000 is really low. Like, to put into perspective, they did the same thing to Kevin Hart. And with Kevin Hart, they hit him for $10 million. $10 million, which lets me know where I stand on the comedy totem pole of success. There's Kevin Hart with 10 million, and I am like the Groupon of extortion.
Where'd you get your extortion? Got that shit at Ross. It was on clearance.
$50,000. You can't even buy an Escalade with $50,000. That is like a Hyundai Sonata at best, okay? And that's like a base model. Like, you still gotta do this shit to the window, $50,000. Eventually, businesses started opening their doors and allowing us to go back inside. And I'll tell you guys right now, my big guilty pleasure is Starbucks, okay? That's my guilty pleasure. I'm all about a Starbucks drive-thru. But the difference is, when you have the option of going inside versus drive-thru, that's one thing. But when they tell you can't go inside anymore, and then they tell you can, you kind of miss. Like me, I couldn't wait to go back inside when they said the doors are opening up. I couldn't wait to go in and order from a counter and talk to a person and look at a menu. I didn't mind. I showed up early. Got my dogs with me. I didn't care. We walk into Starbucks. And I know they did this over in Long Beach. I'm not sure if they did this here, but they put stickers on the floor. And so there I am standing on this freaking sticker. I got my dogs just chilling, standing there looking like a third grader. We're just chilling, waiting. And some lady behind me notices that I'm holding two dogs. She clearly had an issue with the fact that I was holding two dogs. And instead of saying, pardon me, excuse me, hey there, hi, hola, she does the whole, I'm hearing this and I'm like, shit, COVID. I don't see any stickers. I'm off the grid. And she was like,
I do not have COVID. Are those service dogs?
They're Chihuahuas. And these in particular are the complete opposite of service dogs.
Well, are they supposed to be inside?
I say, I didn't ask. It's just that I didn't want to leave them in the car. I'm not even staying. I'm just going to order my drinks and I'm going to leave. I'm not even going to put them down. I'm sorry. And she's like, well, are they at least legal? You're gonna ask a Mexican if his dogs are legal? Fortunately, next in line, thank God. So I get to the front, and now I'm worried because the lady has me thinking in the back of my head that I'm doing something bad, that I'm about to get scolded or kicked out. So I'm trying not to make eye contact with the guy. So I'm just looking at the menu, and I hear him, dogs. Oh, hi, bro. Sorry about that. Sorry. I know. They're adorable. What are their names? Oh, well, this is Vinny. This is Risa. They're so cute. Oh, thank you. And then here comes another barista, and she's like, I see dogs. I'm sorry. They're adorable.
What are their names? I said, oh, well, this is Vinny. This is Risa. They're too cute. Well, thank you. So I placed my order, and then the girl barista, she goes, yes? You know I gotta tell you something about your dogs, right? I know, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to leave them in the car. What are the little ones gonna have? Well, as much as I would love to share my coffee with my dogs, I don't think caffeine and chihuahuas mix. No, silly. Maybe your little puppies would like a puppuccino. Okay, you see that shit? Now you're vocal. When I talked about the stickers, we don't know nothing about stickers, but un pinche puppuccino all freaking day, right? Sorry. Anyway. When she said puppuccino, I was like, what kind of a drink is it? I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, I don't see that shit anywhere. What is that? No, silly. A puppuccino is just a little cup, and we put whipped cream in the cup. This way, you can enjoy your beverage, and your little ones can enjoy something with you. I said, oh, my God. I love this. How much are they? Oh, they're free. Tell me more. You have 2 little puppies, so you get 2 free puppuccinos. Oh my God. Can I have a third one? Oh, is there another little puppy we're missing? This one. I was so excited. I told her, I said, do you understand how happy you just made me with this whole puppuccino thing? Oh, yeah. They let it be known that if anyone ever shows up with a dog, always offer them a puppuccino on the house. So it's cool that I walked in with my dogs. Oh, yeah. They're welcome anytime. Oh, I'll just tell you guys right now, I am very petty. I am so petty. I was like, can you say that louder? Your puppies are welcome anytime. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit like Canelo. I did, I couldn't help it. I turned around, I was like, hey, you hear that, bitch mother? I was there the night Fluffy got fired.